chapter 84 was something that I was looking forward to for quite some time, and it was the real talk moment between Zanka and Rudo. Now, we thought that the last chapter was the real talk, but this really set the tone for me, at least, because let's think about it. There was something that Rudo forgot, something that he did flip out about, which Zanka points out. I'm not gonna get into it yet because we're gonna save it for the rest of the video, but the end of the chapter is also really, really good because we're going on a field trip. And this is also going to help Rudo grow as well because of the people that we're going on the field trip with. I'm really excited for it, right? I'm truly excited for it. But anyways, man, y'all know me. It's your boy DomoSenpai, the Gachiakuta enthusiast, the Kagurabachi enthusiast. And I hope you guys will forgive me for being so behind. We're actually catching up, right? And I'm making sure that I make each one of these videos separate instead of putting them together because my thoughts get confuddled and jumbled and all of that nonsense. So I would much rather have it to the point where I'm laser focused on the one chapter and I'm able to give my thoughts on said chapter and elaborate on that said chapter more than I would like to, because it helps extend my thought process and actually make an 8-minute video. You know what I'm saying? I don't like making long videos, but like if I have to and I have to get my thoughts out, I definitely will. So again, thank you guys for continuing to rock with your boy and make sure that I'm relevant. Anyways, y'all already know what it is. I've already got all that out. If you're new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, man, make sure y'all do. Like I said, 100K by the end of the year. That's gonna help us get our foot in the door to more things that I'll be able to do with you guys. We'll be able to expand our horizons, get better equipment. I'll be able to get better equipment, right? Because like that's the most important part of this whole thing, and it'll help me create better product and give you guys so much of a better experience, bro. Thank y'all for listening and hearing me out, and here's the intro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a three-parter, right? This is a three-parter because there's 3 conversations that take place here that are super important. Let's talk about the first conversation, which is between Engine and Zanka, the master and pupil. Engine understands that this isn't the last time we're going to be fighting the Raiders, and I want to point out just how important this is because we talked about in the previous chapter how Rudo understands that he is the problem, right? Like, he brought the Raiders to them faster than they could anticipate because they want him. They want him for more reasons than just being able to get to the cleaners, right? It's more than that. And it was a test. They were test subjects. They were guinea pigs to Zodil's entire scheme, right? That's all this was. This conversation helps you understand that while Rudo is part of the problem, it's also on the cleaners to be more alert and more aware, and now they can get to the Raiders faster. I think that was one of the most important parts of the conversation, other than the fact that they understood that they didn't make it past the border, which Rudo is to thank for that. He was within eye shot of the Watchman, and Rudo having the gloves, right, one of the premier parts of the Watchman series, kind of negated that, right? He protected them essentially. Now, on to the second part, which is the conversation between Zanka and Rudo, which I think is the most important part of this whole thing, because this conversation helped Rudo understand something that he completely forgot, and it also highlighted a part of Zanka that I'm glad they showed, right? Rudo completely forgot about Amo. Amo is really important to Rudo because they share something in common here in the Angels, right? Because the Angels came through and they helped Amo, but on the flip side are the cause, or so we think, for Rudo's descent. Very, very important to keep that in mind, right? So while Rudo forgot, Zanka reminded him and is like, I get it. You don't know how to reach out yet. That's all. So go get some learning in. Quit sitting around moping about it. And this, I like this part a lot. He said, if you don't know how, you got plenty of examples to follow here at the Cleaners, including him, right? Because it just shows Gris, Engine, and Rio. But Zanka is showing the most important part of leadership. He's showing him like, look, I may be going through some of the worst stuff. I may be the most hurt person here, but trust, I got you when things aren't going the way that you want them to go. He says, if you keep getting experience with that junk, right? Like talking to Remlin, helping people, helping kids, maybe someday you'll get to have fun with everybody. I think that was one of the most important parts of this conversation because Zanka realized something. If he's gonna be obsessed with revenge and nothing else, it'd be such a waste. Remember, I told you guys what the story is going to be because Zanka realized the kindness in Rudo's heart. He realized it. He saw it, right? Them flowers meant something. Now I'm gonna try to articulate this point as best as I can, and it's something that we've talked about since, I don't know, since Rudo got introduced to all the Cleaners, and we saw the trajectory of Rudo's mind and the state of revenge. I told you guys before that Rudo, it's not gonna be about revenge anymore because things are getting cleared up. He's meeting too many people who's helping him change his mindset and the way he seeks answers, right? Because the root of the problem is who killed Recto. That is one of the most important things that he's also forgetting. But how he's going to go about it now is about to change, because if he wanted revenge, right? If all he wanted was revenge, he would have went with Zodil. He would have trained with Zodil. They would have figured out a way to get to the sphere and bring it down, right? And cause hell. But with being around the Cleaners and learning from Zanka and learning from Engine, Gris, Rio, the whole crew, this is going to help stimulate the anger and really learn about how he can go about this in a better way. And I'm glad Zanka realized this, that if he's gonna be obsessed with revenge and nothing else, it'd be such a waste. Glad Zanka realized this because it shows in spades just how much Zanka cares about Rudo. Now, on to the final portion, which is the conversation between Rudo and Remlin. Rudo doesn't know how to talk to people, man. Like, look at him. I love this because Rudo's trying to show he cares. And he just can't. He don't know how to properly convey his emotions because he was never really taught how. He was always like an emotionally unstable kid, which makes sense because of what he had to deal with. In this conversation, Remlin understands, like, he's trying to help her feel better. She sees it. I thought it was cool because it leads into one of the coolest, like, things that I think is gonna happen. And it's going to fit the story as well because now he's going on a mission where he's going to be around people who are the same age as him, essentially, right? Now he's gonna be with Team Child. He's gonna be with the crew. And they're going on a field trip to Canvas Town. Now, it makes me wonder, why are they going to Canvas Town? What's there? Only thing I could really think of is like maybe Amo made her way to Canvas Town, right? Maybe that's what happened, but I also don't think that that's the case either. It's probably gonna be like a detour, right? It's like a checkpoint on the way to where Amo lives. Hopefully Rudo doesn't forget this. I'm very interested to see. I haven't read chapter 85 yet. It's out, but I don't have it yet. So I can't give my initial thoughts and theories on what's going to happen, but I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do moving forward. It's going to be interesting. I want to know why they're going there. I want to know why it's Team Child. I love this image, bro. This is it. It might be the thumbnail. I don't know. I'll have to change it myself, but I like it a lot. Let me know your thoughts and everything down below about chapter 84. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Was there anything that I missed that you would have hoped I highlighted? Like I said, make sure y'all let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, man, I hope this video was long enough, right? I hope I highlighted enough of it. I hope I provided you guys with enough information to take and do something with, right? I love Gachiakuta. It's something that I'll never forget. It's something that is so important to me, right? It's something that's super important to me, and it's what brought me here. It's what got me this far, aside from Kagurabachi, right? With that being said, man, it's your boy DomoSenpai, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.